Hey everyone, Neil here. Welcome back to the channel for yet another video. Today's video is going to be super duper quick though. Today I wanted to talk about this monitor here, which is the Avid E1, I guess that's how you pronounce it. It is a company that I've actually never heard of before, but they reached out to me and I just wanted to tell you guys about this monitor. I think it's a pretty neat monitor for what it does feature-wise and for the price. You can get this for less than $240 with the coupon code that is listed in the description below. So let's dive into it. It's going to be a short video today because I just want to go over the features and my first impressions of it, and then later I'll do some further testing with it. But essentially it is a 5.5-inch monitor and it has a pretty good display. It takes HDMI in and out, which is pretty cool. It does have a USB port for loading LUTs and for updates. And you got 3 buttons up top, which is your power button and your menu function buttons. And then also the cool thing about it is it does have a headphone input. So if you're running audio from your HDMI to this monitor, you can actually monitor the audio through the monitor as well. It has SDI inputs, as I indicated, both in and out, and it has a DC power input as well. It just has one thread mount on the bottom, and then up top here just has like a a little vent. I was expecting maybe a monitor or thread mount, to go right here at the top as well. That may have been useful for some applications. And for all intents and purposes, it's a really good monitor in my opinion. Really good budget option. It does take NPF style batteries, so you can use either the 570, 770, and these here are the 970s, which would give you the most length as far as duration of power that you could supply to here. And then also obviously, of course, you can get a dummy NPF style battery to say D-tap if you're running a mini V-mount or a regular V-mount battery. And those just, snap right in here. The monitor itself, the touchscreen is not as responsive, but it's not bad. It's not as responsive as, say, something like a, Atomos Shinobi or Portkeys monitor, but it actually isn't bad. And it does come with some really useful features, such as, having waveforms, vector scope, the ability to, load your own LUTs into it. Histogram, you have also things like focus peaking, and you can pick different colors like, blue, red, green, white, whatever your choice is. Brightness on it, 2000 nits. So it gets pretty bright. Now I noticed when, you crank the brightness up anything past about 80%, the screen does lose a lot of contrast and it does seem to be like a washed out image. The image that I'm showing you on the screen now is just straight from the camera and with my S-Log3 profile, so you're not going to see a lot of color there. But the cool thing is that you can adjust the colors, the saturation in here, even if you're not loading LUTs in here. So it does have a feature to where you can do basically like a color space. So you can select like Rec 709, or you can run native color space on it. So essentially whatever your camera sees and whatever profile that you're using on your camera is what the monitor would see. But it also does have the Rec 709 feature. I don't know if you can see that there. So you can kind of get an idea of what your footage would like when it's color corrected to Rec 709. And it also has different things like aspect ratios. So if you wanted to use it with some anamorphic lenses, it does have aspects 16:9, 2:351, 2:391, 4:3, 3:2. It also has grids on it. So overall, just my first impressions, it's a pretty good monitor. And I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I was saying aspect instead of anamorphic. In the anamorphic modes, it has 1.33. It has, I don't know if you can see that, 1.5x. And then also it has 1.8x, 2x, and 2x magnified. You can flip the image on here. So really it has pretty much all the features that a monitor of this, screen size and feature-wise that any other monitor would have, except it costs a whole lot less. And the benefit for filmmakers who have, cameras that provide SDI out, and they have the SDI in and out for this. I don't have a camera that I can test the SDI with, and I believe it's just 3G SDI. So at least it does have that functionality, and the HDMI in and out is a really nice thing too, because most cheaper monitors don't have the HDMI out as well. And the fact that you can load LUTs on here, I mean, I would say is really comparable to the Atomos Shinobi or any of the port keys, you know, lower budget monitors. But the fact that it has SDI may be a benefit for those who have cameras that support SDI. And as far as build quality, the build quality is not too bad. I mean, it's not metal construction. It's pretty much all plastic. And it doesn't feel cheap, though. It doesn't feel like you're playing with a little toy monitor. So I feel like if you spend $240 on this, you'll feel like you spent, you know, your money's worth with it. So I'm going to do some more testing with this monitor. Just wanted to give some first impressions to it. AVIDEONE, I imagine, is a new company. I don't know much about them. I'm trying to figure out more about the company. And originally I was supposed to get the 7-inch monitor, but they were out of stock of it. So they sent me the 5.5-inch monitor. So I'm going to do some further testing, use it out on the field, use it for some corporate interviews that I have coming up, and see how it fares. But I think for $237, which is what it would be after the coupon code with the link in the description below, I think it's a really good monitor. It has a lot of features on it. I mean, it does from audio, monitoring, SDI, HDMI in and out, all your waveforms, histograms, spectroscope, you know, aspect ratios that you can set, anamorphic, you know, viewing that you can set, grids. I mean, everything that you possibly could want in a monitor to actually reference and monitor your image is built into here. So more to come, just a short video for you guys today. Just wanted to introduce this monitor from this company. So until the next time, guys, thank you so much. And if you liked the video, please consider liking the video with the thumbs up, and consider subscribing so you can stay tuned to the update that I do on this monitor. I thank you so much for coming back to the channel. And until next time, be safe, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.